What's good, people? What's good? So, today we're gonna go over. I think you guys can hear me. Hopefully, it's not there's no lag or anything. I don't have the headphones on, so hopefully it's maybe a little better. I don't know. But here's yesterday. Here was a level that I called 24,434. I thought that that's the highest I could see it going. Went a little bit above it and then kind of rejected. I wanted to see us trade down here, ideally below this low, into the new week opening gap. We failed and fell just short of it at 805. But notice how we didn't go any higher. We did come up here, but we didn't take out that high. Now, I don't think. Okay, so there is SMT there at the highs. And remember that this pink box is the, just want to make sure everything is good hearing wise. The pink box is the daily fair value gap. Remember the daily SIBI. Let's go check that out. This is the daily SIBI here that we were inside of yesterday. Now we did close above it, but right now it looks like we're coming back in. Look on the hourly chart. We have SMT here, and we traded up into the top end of it. Don't know why all of a sudden it just starts lagging like crazy. I think, I can't tell if you guys are. I think whenever I do polls for whatever reason, I can't tell if you guys are talking. But so again, we've had just. I'm more cautious. I want to wait till Friday pretty much to do most of the trading. Now, it is crazy to say that the whole week, but normally, if I was not live streaming, I would not even care about anything until Friday. That's where we have the high impact news event is that day. Check forexfactory.com. Yes, we have FOMC tomorrow, meeting minutes, which it may not be crazy, but CPI is the heavy newspack driver. So again, you could technically say, early on in the week, we were expected to be a little bit cleaner, but what we're seeing right now, you can tell that that's not even the case. This is Monday. This is what I was expecting. This is why I didn't even take a demo trade, because to me, I don't want to trade inside of this. Now, even though we had here, this gap, stop loss would have had to been up there, wouldn't have gotten stopped out. But look how much time it took just to even get down here. It took way, way too long, right? I didn't say, remember when it came down here and it came up, I said I didn't trust that. When I saw the 5-minute chart, this is the gap I would have sold, but it didn't even reach down there, which is what I was looking for. So it came back up, came here, came out back there. So it would have stopped me out if I was trailing it before reaching down there, and we failed there again. So we're gonna see if this wants to be the draw. We could trade down to there a little bit, but yeah, it's very, very again, either direction for me. So even though I want to see it go a little bit lower, but again, we've traded down, so we may want to go up a little bit higher. Personally, we may want to see that, but I'm not saying it's like the turn or that's the low. We have to see a little bit more there, in my opinion. But yeah, so that's it. Oh yeah, by the way, there's this place out here. I don't know if you guys, some of you guys may know, depending on where you are, Krispy Kreme donuts. So there is this, I call it the donut shop, but it's like a cafe right across the street. I swear they got Krispy Kreme donuts recipe. I promise you. Them Jones is borderline them. They're thicker, so they're probably like, a little bit thick. Think of like I don't know if you guys ever remember Shoppers, the Shoppers donuts. They're not that big. If any of you guys know about those or remember that. They're not that big, but them Jones is good. The glaze be melting too. It's crazy. I mean, borderline tastes exactly like them. So I don't know. I might have to hit up Krispy Kreme and say, yo, people over here, they got your recipe, man. Maybe they'll slide me some money. I'm joking, but it actually tastes like that. It's actually pretty good, in my opinion. Pretty good. But yeah, so we'll see if it wants to draw down here to the new week opening gap, which is this level here. We can take all this stuff off now because I just want to keep that on because of what was yesterday. So again, sell side is here, buy side's there. We've already kind of taken out sell side there, but again, no displacement. So we have SMT here as well. So we may want to draw back down into that. But let's go to the 15-minute chart. This could be this, there. It could want to trade up into here. It could. I would see that as a balanced price range. I don't think it should be going way up above that, especially if there's SMT here. Here's a daily SIBI. So that's what we could be looking at right now. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we end up getting here. But yeah, if you guys are saying something, I can't see it. And maybe you're not saying anything, and that's fine as well. I don't think so. Because all I just see is bullish or bearish, and then I don't see anything else. But we'll see here. Again, I want to see if we can draw down to this new week opening gap. I think ES probably... ES failed as well. So, what something is interesting though is right now, if we look at the, where is it? The regular trading hours price yesterday, which was interesting, which I didn't notice. We didn't even for ES, we opened inside, right? We opened inside the regular trading hours of the previous day, and pretty much there was no change. So today we're opening a little bit lower, so we'll have a discount gap in about 30 seconds because the closing price of yesterday is, if you can see where my mouse is, like where it intersects, I guess. So over here would be like roughly up here is where the regular trading hours closing price is. So we'd have a discount gap. So could want to try to come up into that, but look how choppy all of this is and just sharp and edged. So see if it wants to trade potentially a bit lower. But again, I understand what we did last week. We traded down to levels that I was looking for the longest. So here's that gap here. Again, if we trade higher, a target for me would be probably see if it takes previous day's high out. So 24,483. But ideally, I want to see this hold if we can. It's right here, this gap that I pointed out before. See this hold right here as a balanced price range. I like how it didn't close it in yet. And then I want to see if we can attack this new day opening gap. This would be the drawdown here. For me, it's hard to even really want to put a trade on because of what I've explained earlier. I just don't think that it's very high probability right now. And then in terms of downside targets for us to look for to complete this, it's already kind of hit that. So I would look for 24,111 even. So roughly down here, below here, inside of this. Almost consequent encroachment. That's where I would expect for it to trade down to. But again, it's just very, very wishy-washy for me right now, and I don't like it. Even if I can call it in a direction, that's fine. It just doesn't look, visually doesn't look good for me, or look good to me, sorry. So, we shall see. Again, we were looking for 24,111. Let's put that on there. Just so we know. That would be our target here. I think that is, do this. That'd be our target. Would be this line right there. So from there to there would be in idea or a trade idea, but it just to me doesn't look very, very clean, and I don't think it's as high probability, so that's why I'm not taking it. It just like all of this just looks nasty. But again, that's new day opening gap. Or sorry, new week opening gap. This would be a draw from a premium array down to a discount array. That's what I would look for. Maybe we did hit it actually. Maybe I had it wrong on here. The opening price, 24,117. This low is, no, we didn't hit it. 133. Oh, wait, closing price, I'm tripping. No, we just fell short of it, yeah. As you can see there, so making sure you guys can hear me. Okay. Okay. So I guess we have a, I'll say real practice today. Normally it's not. I guess today we got a real one. Normally it's just I'll say a walkthrough or jog through, but I guess today we're just full speed back into it again. So we'll see. We'll see about everything. Okay. But you see, not much is really happening for me. Like that's just what I'm expecting all the way until Friday, essentially. And even Friday could be horrible. It could be. So we'll see what we get. Like again, we have SMT here. Oh, we can take out that line, but SMT here as well. There was a 15-minute gap, and we would not expect it to hold there, or we expected to have this lay no body in that. The wick is fine. It didn't even close it in, which is a great sign. Left a little bit of it open. Then we want to see it attack the new week opening gap. That would be my thought process, but just here, I don't like it. Like I wouldn't take it right now. Let's see, I can vote in this. See, I can't vote. Yeah, I can't vote, but I'd be leaning more towards down here. Then it wants to draw down here. We do have a little bit of SMT there with ES. Let me show you. So the same high, relative high as that high, that one. Look on ES. I look at NQ. It's higher. So but yeah, this for me is just like wishy-washy area price, so I don't really want to be involved. Just remember the pink area is the daily SIBI. The daily SIBI. So we will see what's happening there pretty much. Now if it goes higher again, I was talking about 24,008. Sorry, 24,483 even. That'd be upside, but we'll see. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Again, 7 minutes, we've really done nothing. It almost, again, looks like yesterday. So for me, it's just not high probability. So very, very low interest in today. We trade up to 50% of the gap. Right now, this is actually laying at midnight opening price. A lot of this consolidation you see here is at midnight opening price. It could be that ES will take out that low and NQ may have a little harder time trading down here. We could see that today. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully we're able to get there because instead trade idea would be 180 something handles. It's not too bad. 175, 177, whatever. From there to there would be ideal. It's a good range, but I just don't see it as very high probability right now. Because ES is now looking a little bit heavier. Looks like it wants to drop and take out that low. We just could have an issue with NQ not wanting to drop or could stay there. Could stay in this range and then allow NQ to take out its low. Let's look at that. See how NQ is a little bit closer to its, ES is a bit closer to its low, looking pretty heavy. This is a little bit higher and kind of struggling a little bit. You could see that. But we'll see what we get. So we have the macro. Again, if this isn't really moving, again, I don't want to sit here and watch it not move. But we have, well, it's better on 1 minute time frame. So we have 9:50, which is in about 10 minutes, to 10:10. Now I would expect it to be down there, be moving down in this direction. That would be my expectation. Also, this is OTE if you look at it. Let's take 50% or entry. Take that high to this low. 50% there. We trade up to it, then we trade lower. So that'd be my expectation. I don't know why it's choppy all of a sudden now. It just picks and chooses. But yeah, so we want to see it trade down 24,111 even. That's what we'd want to see. And how I got this gap, sorry, is on the 15-minute chart. You can see it here. So that it can trade up to here. I would see this as a balanced price range. I would not want to see it trade higher. And we got that. About 8 minutes into the macro starts. Now if we hit here, I'll pretty much hop off because that's the terminus or end of the trade that I would be looking for. Good thing is all my wounds have started to heal from the turf. Let's hope they stay that way. That's what I'm for. As you can see, it's just very, very slow today, as well as yesterday. Very, very slow. So if I was in the trade, let's say I had 2 contracts on, and if ES was able to take out this low, and NQ is not able to take out the low, I would take 1 off there. Even if it's that close, it doesn't matter. I would still take 1 off, or wherever it is. Let's say like NQ is right here and ES is below, I'd take 1 off there and then see if the rest can go there. That's how I would trade it if I had more than 1 contract on. Just looking at them. But you can see it's just struggling a lot to go lower or higher. So this is very high resistance trading, which usually makes me very frustrated and makes a lot of people frustrated when I'm trying to trade this because it's not moving. Now, honestly, you'd probably feel better if you were shorting up here and it's in there, but still, it's almost been 15 minutes. And we really haven't done anything. We haven't broken this range yet of this high to that low. 15 minutes, we're still inside. But again, this would be our target. Let's put that on there. See if we can reach down there. So we reach down there, then that's pretty much the end of the stream. But yeah, wasn't looking for anything higher. I don't think it's the high of the week, but I want to see us draw down into the new week opening gap, which is this lighter, probably easier like this, you can see it. That's the draw for me, is a new week opening gap using the upper portion of the daily SIBI, drawing down into this. That was my framework. That was the narrative for this trade. Very, very slow. It's like watching paint dry. Very, very slow. Also with ES, we've already closed below this low. The low at 850, we're already closed below it, trading below it, and close to this. I would expect this to catch up and touch there. And then regardless, I'd probably take 1 off there because it's just a new week opening gap. It could hit there and then it could reverse and end up trading higher. It could do that, or it could not even come down here. Like this is, for me, it's just wishy-washy, but I was leaning more towards the downside and then targeting these levels. Now, can it go further than that? It could. It could completely close it in. It could attack the current week low. It could do all of that, but the framework I see is from there to there. And that's also using my model the midnight opening range model. And so the first take profit is technically 133 even, but that's right at this low. So since it's right there, I would look for a little bit deeper run. That's the one below it, so that's why I took that one personally. So you can see that's why I did that. But now I'm just watching them. And we'll see if we get there. We do that, we take a screenshot, and then we go to tomorrow. But tomorrow is FOMC. So I may or may not tomorrow because it's a FOMC. I think that's wrong. It should be up a little bit higher. So it's framed on the 15-minute chart. So I guess it's better to leave it there. SMT at these highs. That's what we noted. This one SMT. SMT at the highs. This gap we said the price should hold, and we target 24,111. That's what I'd want to see us do. I mean, we'll cut it from there. So you have about a minute into the macro time, so I would expect it to spool down there. Now I'm watching at the same time ES right now, so if ES goes below, if I had multiple contracts on, I would take something off then. Because it doesn't have to. This could fail. There's a couple new plays that we had put in, so I'll have to learn those things, but I don't think it'd be too much. But yeah, we got a full blicky today. So now I would expect it to be spooling a little bit more. Let's attack that 24,111. Then we can call it a day. That's 170 something points. We'll take that. Okay, now it's a macro time. So now we would expect it to start moving. So we did hit a rejection block on a 5-minute chart. But we're still looking for down there. If we can hit the 111, we'll take a screenshot. Bang, bang. That's what we'll get. By the way, I'm bearish, but I don't know. I don't think I can vote. Oh yeah, I definitely can't vote. Well, that's how I do it. Okay. So yeah, I can't vote. Yesterday I felt like I thought I voted on accident, but I can't vote. So we'll see. Hopefully within the next 9 minutes or so we can take out that low. Like again, if this was low resistance trading. It was very clear. This should have already been down there. It wouldn't have this hard of a time to do that. Struggling way, way, way too much. Now there is a breaker on the 5-minute chart, but I don't feel like we should be using it. Now there will be, if it stays like this, like what it's done now, there will be a breaker for value gap. But again, I don't trust it just with the news and all that stuff. I don't trust it that much. If at all, actually. Still a breaker there, no fair value gap now. So on ES there might have been a no. ES there's no fair value gap. Again, this is just a very, 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 very long trade. Even with getting the top and the bottom, it's not doing much. I want to see this overlap the whole thing, pretty much. So, on a 5-minute chart, 5-minute chart, I'd want to see it overtake this whole thing. Sure, down there. See how we fell short again of that? I think it's just the type of environment that we're trading in right now. But I'd want to see it just completely erase this whole thing and do that. See if we can get it. I need to eat my chicken. I made some fried rice yesterday. I had some chicken. Some yum yum sauce. It's going to be banging. But let's see if we can get that. 24,111. See if we can get that target. Then we'll be alright. Come on, you can do it, man. You can hit 24,111. You can get it. It's a pretty nice trade. $179 handles, almost 180. That'd be nice. So that's a pretty good day. Now NQ looks a little bit heavier. I think they both should be able to take it out, but NQ now looks heavier right now. So we're almost draw there. We want to see it draw down to there. That's what we want to see us do. Because if we can do that, then we're golden. So we're 2 minutes until 10 o'clock. Or a minute and 30 seconds or so. But yeah, we've been looking for the 24,111 even. That's the target we've been looking for after this 15-minute gap was traded to. Inside the new week opening gap. That was our target. That was our draw, the new week opening gap. And then using the daily SIBI as, we'll say, resistance, because you can see this is the daily SIBI, which is the pink area, and we were using that. Look how it actually matches up with OTE, and the draw was lower. That's what my thought process was today. Okay, so we've hit that, the new week opening gap, but that was the alert from yesterday. We were up here. And we want to see 24,111. Once that gets hit, then we'll take a screenshot and hopefully it can hit that. So right now I would be taking something off because we are getting a little SMT, but I would expect it to trade down there, minimum. And if it can do that, then we'll take a screenshot. Don't do that 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, just hit that 111. Then we'll be good. Then we're done. That'll be the end of the stream. Bingo. We will take that. Okay, cool. So that's a nice trade. From here to there, I didn't take it because I thought it was low probability, but this gap going down to 24,111, we got exactly that. So that's cool. I'll let you guys know if I'll be on tomorrow. I'm not sure yet, just because there's FOMC. And I think Friday is better. So we'll see. We'll see what we end up getting. But that was a pretty nice trade. No drawdown. And pretty much down to there. So catch you guys on the next one. Hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.